That's why we can't relax, Paul. Yeah, that's why we can't relax, though, because that's the team that we have. We have guys that don't understand what it's like to play against a team like Central Connecticut State, and how hard that is, and how much intensity they play with, and how tough they are. And so we told our guys before the game that the toughest team would win, and clearly the toughest team won.
Did you think that at least at times they played as hard as they did?
Yeah, they played hard. There's no doubt about it. But when your opponent's better and can make you pay for mistakes, like, was the intensity level there? Yes. Was the energy level there? Yeah, most of the time it was there. But you get exposed when you break down. And it's those little bitty plays that not everybody sees that separate the win and the loss. And even in a 22-point game, like Karan Williams comes in the game, he turns it over immediately, and then he can't box out Ken Horton. And so now we don't get a chance to score, and now they get an offensive rebound and a putback. That kills you. Like, when you're fighting for every single possession and play, that kills you. Karan Abraham gets in the game. He watches them shoot a jump shot. He's guarding the inbounder. Shameik Thompson is the inbounder. Runs around, gets the rebound, drops it off for a layup. Then next play down, he doesn't go after a loose ball. They get it, they score. Then Shameik Thompson takes a three from the top of the key and misses. Kay runs the other way. Shameik runs in and gets the rebound, drops it off, they score. That's 6 points. That's 6 points. Because we did it at halftime. Lawrence Bridges, he gets tired. I'd love to play Lawrence more minutes, but he can't sustain his effort. So at the end of his streaks, Shameik Thompson gets a wide open shot in the right corner because Lawrence goes to help and he can't recover. Chris Baskerville at the end of the half, that's a big bucket at the end of the half. Baskerville makes a layup where Lawrence is guarding him and just stops guarding him. And so those little plays, those little situations, we find ourselves in all the time. And we don't come up with the play enough. We don't come up with it enough. And so we were able to beat Bryant to some loose balls and play with some effort. And, yeah, we made some open shots. And so everyone feels great about everything. But this is what happens when you play a really good team. This is what happens when you're not as tight as you need to be with details and you play a really good team, they expose you. Then we found he made a 4-point play. Huge play. But again, that's Gary and Karan Abraham, two of our experienced guys, two of our guys that are supposed to be rock solid in what we do, not switching a screen. Not switching a screen. Miscommunication play. We have them all the time. So miscommunication play, I didn't see the screening action. I don't know what happened, but all I know is Robbie Potasic, who's a damn good player, is standing all by himself at the top of the key, and two of our defenders are guarding one guy under the basket. And then to make it worse, Kay runs by and hits him in the stomach as he shoots the ball. And it's just a backbreaker. And Gary's a guy you're supposed to depend on. He's been here for 4 years. Kay's a guy that everyone thought coming into this year would be Michael Jordan. I mean, if you listen to people talk about Karan Abraham and you think it's the second coming of, basketball Jesus. And unfortunately, what people don't realize is that Dallas Green, Mezzi Nwigwe, Rob Robinson, Josiah Whitehead, Jimmy Langhurst made up for a lot of his errors last year because they were rocks. So when he stopped, Dallas went and got the rebound. When he stopped, Rob got the rebound. When he got beat, Mezzi helped. And so when you got to be the guy who's supposed to make those plays and you don't make them, Ant Myers and Yan Charles are supposed to and Karan Williams, they're supposed to, have it all figured out 22 games into their career, 23 games into their career. Like, if you look at their three best players, Centrals, because I did this in the locker room for the guys, 59 points, 22 rebounds, 8 assists. Our supposed three best guys, Velton, Gary, and Karan, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. They go 18 for 35 from the field, 20 for 21 from the free throw line. We go 6 for 25 from the field from those three guys, 6 for 9 from the free throw line. Big game. Your big guns are supposed to be there for you.
The way they shoot free throws seems like
Yeah, when you foul them every possession, it is. If you don't let them get to the free throw line, then it's not as big a weapon. But I don't know. We foul a lot. I'm not going to say we don't foul a lot, but it seemed like every time they did a thing, it was a foul. I thought we attacked the basket ourselves a little bit tonight. And I don't even think it looks as bad, to be honest, as it really was. In terms of, we shot. Gary went to the free throw line late. Lawrence went to the free throw line late. Elijah went to the free throw line late. I'd say we shot 8 free throws in the last 2 minutes of the game. 2.5 minutes of the game. So now you're looking at 35 attempts to 13 attempts when the game really matters.
Andy, was Horton that good, or were you disappointed?
He was very good. He is very good. He's probably the, if not the leader, one of the leaders for Player of the Year in this league. I mean, he's 19 points and 9 rebounds a game. But yeah, do we have breakdowns? Absolutely. Do we do things like, foul him unnecessarily? Yeah. Do we, I think it was Horton who scored that last layup on Russell before we took him out of the game and makes that last 3 on Russell because Ken Horton has that killer instinct that as long as the game is still being played, he's going to keep playing as hard as he can. And that's what makes him really good.
You have St. Francis coming up with that one. What's your thoughts about? You like this rivalry series?
No, I think it's ridiculous. Like rivalry week. I don't. Huh? I don't know why you just don't start with your travel partner and then you end with your travel partner. It just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense the way it's worked out.
What are some of the positives that you take from this?
Let me think.
Is there one or two?
I thought Lawrence Bridges did a nice job offensively, 5 for 5. Obviously, that's a positive. He finished strong around the rim, which is nice. Again, I thought we battled pretty hard. I thought that we, for the most part, had some pretty good intensity. We just, broke down at inopportune times and kind of got worn down by a experienced, veteran, tough, mature team. Thank you, Deuce.